I'm the professor. You're the planet.
The Professor and the Planet. Episode number 12, ladies and gents. Enjoy. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bada binger. Top of the morning, folks. Good afternoon and good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Hamm Planet Podcast. I'm your host, Peter Hamm, and if you're new to the podcast, damn, it's good to see you. Thanks for showing up. We appreciate it. And grab a tequila, grab a scotch, grab a gallon of water. Sit back and relax and kick it with the boys. We have one of the legendary boys in attendance tonight, and very glad to have him. He is famously known as the Professor. He is one of the most savage scrum halves that I've ever met and had the honor of playing alongside with. He's a proud Baylor alumni. He's crushing it in commercial banking right now. It's my man, Ben Neukomm. How we doing, Professor?
Planet, let me just say that I am like a kid on Christmas. I'm so excited to be here. I'm floored by the professionalism of podcasting. You had your media manager reach out to me, get a questionnaire going. You had the brand rep, secretary, all checking in, make sure I'm available for the day. Incredible show. What a corporation you've got here, and I'm just blessed. I'm thrilled to be a part of it.
What a guy, ladies and gents, I will tell you. See, if we're dialing it in, we're getting it, we're just getting the ball rolling. This is episode number 12. A legend has been on every episode. We continue that tradition tonight.
12 is a great number.
Yeah, it's good. I mean, we're trying to get to 2K.
2,000?
Yep. Don't have a timeline on that, but I'm with it,
Hey, I'm there. You need me there for 1,000, 500, 250? I'll give you what I got.
Oh, we're gonna make
I'll
that
empty
happen.
the contents of my cranium
Yeah,
for the podcast, for the world to listen.
it would be an honor, brother. And
It's my pleasure.
we'll be doing plenty more pages in the old chapter of the Hamm Planet Podcast. Hundo
Sure.
P, no doubt about that.
No doubt.
Chief, we were having a great convo prior to firing up the ship. Zion Bank,
Uh-huh.
they're a conglomerate. Let's tap back into that because that was pretty
Okay.
fascinating.
Sure. Zion's Bank, founded a long time ago.
Seen their
1800s.
stock.
It's on there. I think we're NASDAQ.
It's
Anyway.
I don't know. I ain't in
Buy
it
it
anymore.
Buy wherever you buy your stocks from. Okay, Apple stocks, Google stocks, Snap stocks, whatever you got to do.
What you
Founded
got?
in 1800. It was originally founded by the Mormon Church out of Utah. And then as the bank grew, the Mormon Church sold it. And then from there, it went to become what we like to call a collection of great banks. So
Absolutely.
we've got a bank in Washington, Oregon, California, Nevada, Arizona. I want to
Those
say
are-
New Mexico,
Those are all great places to finance.
and Texas.
Well, it depends, but
Everywhere is a great place to finance if you work for it. You know what I mean? Everybody needs it. Who doesn't
Yeah.
need money?
everyone needs the cheddar, Chief. Cash is king, as Jim Cramer would say.
I haven't heard him say it, but I believe he did.
Oh yeah, he guy's a madman. You need to watch some Kramer. You'll love him. It's called
Mad Money.
Mad Money. Yeah.
I know about Mad Money. See,
You
I'm
know,
not. See,
you know your Mad Money.
For all our viewers, Peter Hamm's got an incredible propensity to watch television. He'll have a television going 24/7. It's ESPN. It's Mad Money. It's CNBC. It's just going. Who's listening? No one. But it's going.
We're listening. There's times where I just need the noise. I'll be honest.
I know what you mean.
I need there's something about hearing stimulus that just kind of rejuvenates you. And it
kind of keeps you going between the ears.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I mean, why do you think they had a gong back in the days? The big thing that those monks would spank?
I think that was for special occasions, when you say. They just can't be banging the gong all the time.
Well, I know in some cultures they would bang it for every meal.
Well, it's supper. It's
come on in. Yeah, that's 3 times a day. Yeah, I guess that is a special event.
Your parents bring you in the house? They ring you a little triangle?
Yep.
Peter time to eat. Jam trying to eat. Ding, ding, ding.
You know what that makes me think of? The bells we used to have on the door for Rocky.
Oh my gosh! Don't get me started about that dog.
You love him.
You
were with him as a child.
Thinking about having that dog on a rotisserie,
old
slow roasted.
Chief, we got a lot of dog lovers who are listeners, Chief.
For all our listeners, Rocky is a fat tube of a dog. If you had to take like a little Smokey in dog form, it would be Rocky.
All right. Well, Ben.
Great dog, though. I'm not trying to say that I'm going to eat Peter's dog. I'm just saying.
Ben's hungry right now.
That if you cooked it, it could be kind of tasty.
Oh. Don't cook Rocky.
Listen, you're already going to have him stuffed. It just makes sense.
No, that doesn't make sense. That you know what?
Well, people get animals stuffed that they eat. You know, they mount the deer on the wall.
Chief,
they ate it.
Moving right along. Living in the Big H right now.
Yeah, born and raised, brother.
Born and raised.
Mm-hmm.
How is it? How's the hurricane shit? How's H-Town holding up?
Hurricane's old news. Haven't got one in a while. I think.
I thought there was like 3 that just blew over. They missed y'all, didn't they?
They missed us, yeah. I was kind of disappointed because, I've been kind of bored at home. Need something to do. Thought a hurricane was coming. Nice change of pace. Missed us.
Yeah, it kind of gets you fired up when
can't complain about
natural disaster is coming.
Can't complain about missing a natural disaster.
Gets the blood going though when you know
everybody
volcanoes about to erupt right by you.
A little agitated.
Oh,
Something's coming.
Yeah. Some people get a little shaky. Some people get ready to go.
Oh, yeah.
Apocalypse
we're in
ready.
hurricane zone. Haven't had a hurricane in a while, but lived through a good number of them. I've been pretty thankful. My house growing up, my dad's a doomsday prepper. He says it's a Swiss virtue. We're Swiss, sort of.
I believe it.
But he's always got a 90-day supply of food for every member of the house, 90 days worth of water, and he set up a natural gas generator. No electricity needed, but it gives enough juice to the house, keep it going if the power goes out. So when we were growing up, we have people at risk that would run out of people at risk that would run out of power, like. Say you need to keep your medication refrigerated or you're old. We'd have them stay at the house, stay safe, that kind of thing.
Gee, very virtuous of Papa Neukomm.
Oh, yeah.
To have your shit together, your 90-day supply, like that's on top of it. But
gotta have the rock in the neighborhood.
Having it for the squad, the family, and also, Papa Neukomm's a good man. Gotta come see him. It's been a while. I feel like the last time I saw him was when we were eating
Coach's Smoke.
Coach's.
Right. What a restaurant.
What a play. It's just our old Waco spot.
Stomping grounds.
But it was kind of, it was across the highway. So it was like
it wasn't in the neighborhood, but it's in the vicinity.
It was good. Those
For
hobo
all,
bowls made me.
yeah, for all our viewers or listeners, Peter would get something called a hobo bowl. It's just an incredible amalgamation of different items in a bowl: barbecue sauce, ranch, brisket, potatoes, French fries. Am I missing anything? Cheese, jalapenos, sour cream, and people
Tater
get
tots.
tater tots. People get an order of mac and cheese, throw that on top.
Yeesh, what was I doing?
Food coma immediately.
Boom, blackout, face down on the table.
Head right into the hobo bowl. Ranch all over the guy.
Happened twice. Ranch only got on once. But I always get shit on me when I'm eating there. With the barbecue sauce and the wings,
I know,
and
man.
I had a couple tough guy sodas. You know, a lot going on.
Boom, you just throw that stuff back. You're destined to miss. Happens to the best of us.
You know, I'll be honest. I'll
I
admit
hope
it. It's men's mental health awareness month.
No, brother.
Shit. I thought it was this. What's this month? Suicide prevention. Okay.
Well,
Well, this
you don't want
doesn't
to make that transition.
No, well, this doesn't relate. But what I am looking for, I need like a nice. I don't want to call it a bib, but a bib, but like a manly one. Well, just so when you're slamming 50 wings, you got
a bib that says I'm a big boy. That's when you need.
I'll take it. Honestly, I'd rock the shit out of that.
I know you want that. But back to your original question. You asked, how's Houston?
Oh yeah,
Houston's good, man. I've got an unreal passion for the city.
I know you do, Chief.
Passionate about sports, despite what the Rockets and the Texans do to me, and the Astros. Jeez, tough. Why'd they do that? I hate to see it.
Chief, y'all still won that World Series, though. I still give it to y'all.
Yeah, but people want to say that we won it unfairly.
I know, but I'm like, I just want to let you know, I'm one of the guys who's like, hey, they won. Like, no one else. It's bullshit if you're saying anyone else is championship. They won.
Mm-hmm.
Same with like USC that year where they destroyed in the championship and they took it away because Reggie Bush was. Yeah, USC. I don't know. They took a national title away from Reggie Bush or just USC. I don't know. One of the two.
They just can't take it from Reggie. There's 21 other people on the field.
Well, yeah. Anyways, Reggie was kind of the culprit because he got some guy to do. I think.
Wasn't he getting paid or something? You get like a car.
Yeah, he's driving all types of shit. Honestly, if you provide that much entertainment,
there are college kids that get way more than that and put out way less.
Oh yeah. If you're an elite, like predominant, you're the guy who's up for the Heisman, who's on TV a shitload in commercials.
You're the big man on campus.
Yeah.
Why not have a car? You know?
Yeah. But I think they were giving him all types of shit.
Oh, sure. I mean, probably just didn't stop for the car.
You know what? He did have a disappointing career, in my opinion. He had one or two good years. Hate to see it.
I don't know much about Reggie. I'll be honest with you.
I don't blame you, Chief. Chief, scooting right along, Ferda.
Go ahead. 3
people that inspire you.
Sure.
2 of them are Winston Churchill and Napoleon. Can we get a synopsis on these 2 fantastic leaders and gentlemen?
I would love to tell you about Winston Churchill and Napoleon and why they are inspirations to me.
I got my foundation with both of them.
Okay. I mean, for all our viewers, Winston Churchill was the prime minister during Prime Minister of England during World War II, England and her colonies. And I've been reading a biography about him.
Yeah.
Called Walking with Destiny. In this biographer, he found out all these things about Winston Churchill. He found out when Winston Churchill was in middle school or high school or a young age, frankly. He told his friends that Britain would one day be in a great crisis and that he would lead Britain through that crisis to victory. Can you imagine like a 14-year-old telling you that?
I would be like...
And then finding that 14-year-old 50 years later, it's like, oh, shit. We're in World War II right now. There's a dictator in Europe. That's another thing about Churchill is that most world powers, they didn't understand that Hitler was a bad dude.
Oh, the guy was nuts.
Guy was bonkers. And most people didn't understand that. They're just like, we got a crazy dude over there. He's not that crazy. He's only kind of crazy. He's just taking over a little bit. Nobody cares about Poland.
Yep.
Austria.
After that.
But Winston was like, hey, time out a minute. This guy's going to want more. He's going to want to conquer the British Isles. And he led Britain through that crisis. He's an interesting guy. There's one story when he was fighting in South Africa. He was a soldier, but predominantly he was a war correspondent. He was a writer, a journalist.
Yep.
So he was on a train getting ready to do some other journalism in some other parts of South Africa when the train was ambushed. People are firing all over him, whatever. And he's saving people left and right, popping off his pistol, bada bing, bada boom, in the heat of battle.
Tap.
Exactly. And he was like,
what a beauty.
Come on, gentlemen. This is going to be great for my book. And he's saving lives, firing people, getting people out of the situation. That's crazy.
Hear ye, hear ye.
That's an incredible presence of mind. So I think he's pretty incredible.
Pure legend.
And I'm only 200 pages deep. There's 800 more pages in this book.
Oh, you're reading his autobiography?
It's not an autobiography, but it's a biography about him. He didn't write it. It's a guy named Andrew Roberts. Andrew Roberts also wrote a book about Napoleon, which I'm going to read next.
So Andrew Roberts, guy knows what he's doing when it comes to pencil and paper.
Yeah, I sure hope I got his name right. I think I did.
Yeah.
Guy's a great historian, Mr. Roberts. The Queen let him go into the private files of the monarchy to see, what Winston was doing.
Okay.
Because the Prime Minister gets a special audience with the Queen like once a week.
Oh yeah.
The King.
Yep. Get their private time.
Yeah, they talk about stuff. The colonies and stuff. Yeah.
All that type of shit. Good things.
Just statesmanship.
Doing what they gotta do.
Oh yeah. Big history guy. It's I think it's fascinating.
Chief,
that was the worst for all our listeners. Peter just poured the worst mug of beer. Look at the head on that thing.
We're gonna have viewers.
We're on YouTube?
Yep.
Oh my gosh. You didn't even run me through makeup.
I know the team was lagging tonight. Makeup crew.
Or anything.
No mask.
Why, G?
You know what? I ain't even getting into it. Wear your
mask.
mask.
Start it.
Wear your mask. Don't wear it. I don't know. I ain't even in it. That's what I've been having to do lately when that shit's brought up. Anyways, Chief, you went to Dubai.
Yeah. I'm a traveler.
I feel like it was just yesterday. I know it's been, a year now?
It's been a little under a year since we went.
A little under a year. You rode a camel?
I didn't ride a camel, but my girlfriend Kendall, she rode a camel.
No shit. You didn't hop aboard?
No, I've been on a camel. It's just a funny looking horse when you get down to it.
Yeah.
The
The bumps are there though. That ain't.
Yeah, well, this is a one hump camel.
Oh,
So
shit.
the one hump camels are Middle East and Africa, and the two humps you find those more in Asia, if I recall correctly. Can we get a fact check on that?
That makes sense. Hey, Jesse. Or Rick. Rick. We got Rick. Rick, can you check that out?
What's in the media booth?
Yeah, you heard him. He said, yeah.
Give me a camel, two humps, capiche?
Camel search. What do we got, Ricky?
Ricky says it's a Bactrian camel. Geez, look at the humps on these guys. They're
big humps.
Oh yeah, huge humps. Fergie's got a song about these. Is that Fergie?
Yep.
He used to use them on the Silk Road, China to
Silk Road,
Eurasia. Yeah, you're familiar.
The old Silk Road.
Long time ago.
Many years ago. Chief,
Chris, we live in America.
Yeah, battleships.
But that's dumb.
Big ones.
Like literally, the garage is wide open, and there's an Audi in it, and then the Cadillac is in the spot.
Yeah.
So I just parked right up next to it.
hey, Chief.
Hey, Peter.
Wait, how's it going? Is it going good?
It's going well.
They parking in our spots.
I'm not going to get in the whole parking dilemma. I try to be a nice guy. Capiche?
At the same time, they're renters and you're an owner.
What claim does that give me over the spot that no one owns?
You're more long term.
Drive towards the theater.
All right, Planet, let's get her going again. Are we recording? Are we live?
Yeah, we've been live.
Okay. How much content do we have so far?
Good amount.
Last.
Chief, we got, so far, we got 40 minutes.
What?
Yeah.
I've given you way more than that.
We might. Chief,
This is my best stuff.
keep letting her rip.
I'm letting her rip, man. Just keep asking the right questions. I'll keep it going.
Here we go, Big Chief.
All right, Chief.
You know I'm a big
Great
YouTube.
commercial, by the way.
Oh, fantastic commercial.
Well, you never asked me about Napoleon.
Tell me about
We've got
Napoleon, brother.
We've got untapped gems here.
Yeah, let's open back up the history book.
Crack it open. Napoleon. Incredible guy. Came from a tiny island, Corsicana, off the coast of Italy. Let me make sure I got that right. Hey, Chris, can you Google that for me?
Ricky, coast of Italy.
You mean cornucopia?
Ricky
Right.
doing it.
My media team has not opened an atlas in forever.
Let's check out the globe.
Corsicana is about it's about 20, 40. What's up? What about Alba? Oh yeah, Alba's, yeah, that's where he's exiled, but he's from Corsicana, which is 20, 40, 60, 80. It's about 200 miles off the coast of Rome. Thank you. Useless media team. Anyway, from this tiny island, came from a minute family, not of class.
Yep.
Rose through the way, developed himself as an incredible military commander, won a battle off the coast of Italy, I believe. I forgot what it's called.
Won a few off the coast of Italy.
Well, yeah. Well, his first one. His commanders were like, hey, man, I don't know how we're going to do this. I don't know how we're going to take this port. It seems impossible. And Napoleon was like, hold my wine. I'm going to do it. Did it.
Hold my shit.
Hold my shit. I'm going to do it. And then after that, he confirmed his destiny in his head that he was destined for greatness. You know, long story short, became the emperor of Rome, king himself. You know, it's interesting because most people who are kings, monarchs, they get. Are you paying attention?
Yeah, Chief. I'm having to put my mic back on. It fell down.
Unbelievable! I'm giving you this great story, and you're just fiddling around with a microphone.
Fiddling and diddling.
Where's the professionalism I was talking about earlier?
Chief, we're in business.
You done fiddling with that thing yet? I hope this makes the final cut. I want the people to know.
Fire away, brother.
Where do I start?
First battle was off the coast of Italy. He became Emperor of Rome.
Not Rome. Became Emperor of France. What's interesting about that, how he did it, is that he
Was fact checking you.
most monarchs, they get knighted or crowned by a religious figure, bishops, popes, etc. But Napoleon snatched the crown out of the pope's hands, or whomever it was, put it on his own head. It's like,
What a savage.
I don't answer to nobody.
And no pope putting shit on my head.
Not for him. And then one last thing about Napoleon. So he was exiled once. He was like, I'm tired of this. I'm coming back. Came back, got some of his own soldiers that heard he was coming back or whatever. So he got a little squad. And then he was met by the larger army of France at the time.
Yep.
And the commander of that army, he had, all the troops out there to stop Napoleon. And Napoleon had his little group of, his little gang, essentially.
Squad.
And the commander of France was like, soldiers, prepare to fire. Napoleon, he walked forward and he announced, like, did you wish to fire on your emperor? Do so. Something like that. Those weren't his words exactly, of course.
Yeah, he's speaking a different language, but
Right, but he walked up and was
basically
like,
said that.
if you're really about it, do it. And they didn't do it. They joined him. And then he became the Emperor of France again. Insane.
Guy could sell it.
Incredible. What a commander.
I don't think France has ever had another, war legend like Napoleon.
Not since Napoleon, I'll say. I haven't kept up with France afterwards. Well,
Yeah. Since. Yippee-ki-yay, ladies and gents. It is your great friend, Commercial Break Peter, checking on in here, hoping that you're absolutely loving the podcast. If you are, do me a quick, minuscule favor and comment below. Love to hear it. It would be greatly appreciated. And I'm here to remind you that this episode of the Hamm Planet Podcast is brought to you by our unofficial sponsor, water. You gotta drink it. 2 gallons a day. Back to the episode, ladies and gents.
So, Planet, that's enough about my mentors, my sources of inspiration. Tell me about yours.
Well, brother, too many to count, but if we go, what are we going with? 3, 5, 2?
Well, I mean, I think it's safe to say for me and myself and yourself, we look to our parents as some mentors for sure.
Of course.
Just give me 2 after your parents.
Yeah.
Outside inspiration.
I'd say definitely my rugby coach from Culver, Daryl Knowlton. He was huge. Believed in me, pushed me to the brink, made me work my ass off, yelled at me intensely when I did something wrong. So, yeah, hell of a guy.
Special.
I think you met him briefly, but as a coach,
Yeah, he did
did some
a call with us.
Yeah, some video calls.
Mhm.
Yeah, wish you could coach at Baylor. After that, you got Batman, you got Jason Witten, you got my brother, you got
And what inspires you about Batman?
Got Elon Musk.
What does Batman do for Peter Ham that gets the motivational juices flowing? What does the Dark Knight, the Caped Crusader, offer to Hamm Planet?
He offers a lot.
Is
He
it George
offers-
Clooney's Batman?
Christian Bale. Gotta go Christian Bale.
Great Batman.
Yeah. To me, given my era or how old I am, Christian Bale is Batman to me. It ain't been shitty Affleck. It ain't, I like Sean Connery.
Sean Connery was never Batman, was he?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yep.
I'm having my guy look that up.
Yeah. Rick.
Yeah, Michael Keaton.
That's who I meant. Who'd I say?
It's Sean Connery.
Who is that?
You know who Sean Connery is. He's Indiana Jones. He's Indiana father. He's James Bond in the 60s and 70s.
He's a beauty.
Dum.
I love the old Bond intro.
Yeah, it's good. I'm not going to perform it for everyone, but everybody knows it.
Yeah, we know it. Chief,
Yeah, we got it.
Chief, I got to tap into one thing. You lost 20 pounds lately. What the hell you been doing?
I'm a dieting, Peter. It's not that exciting, It's just less calories in, more exercise out, and you get there. I got a great coach. Shout out Taylor McGee.
McGeezy's coaching you.
Yeah, we'll call him the Goobler.
I love that.
He's been great. He adjusts the calories every week, cardio every week. It's been working.
Taylor knows his shit.
Oh yeah, he got a degree in it.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
I was talking to Taylor today.
He's a fit guy, big fit guy. Yeah, just fit guy.
Oh yeah.
Love the
So
guy. Appreciate his coaching.
I like that though. Working with a brother.
Throw their brother some bones.
Good
You know, pay him
accountability
for-
partner. There you go. You're keeping it simple. Calories in, calories out. That's the way it should be. Some
Yeah,
people
bada bing, bada
people
boom.
don't understand that philosophy. It's just if you eat more calories than you burn, you gain weight. If you eat less than you burn, you lose weight.
Doesn't matter how you get the calories, if it's through 20 pounds of celery or it's 3 donuts.
Yeah. You will
The
technically
amount you take.
yeah. Simple math.
It really is. Think about it.
It's a no-brainer.
Like the diet industry is like $1 billion industry or whatever.
Oh yeah.
People
It's-
buying
it's-
fat burners, Nutrisystem, lean cuisine,
Liposuction,
keto,
all the crazy shit.
Atkins diet,
I hate it.
paleo diet.
Ugh.
It's like
Just balance.
it's
The-
so difficult to change everything you eat
Oh,
to
yeah.
get
It's a
onto
mess.
this now I only eat like a caveman.
Yep. It's a
I
mess.
eat berries and raw meat. Isn't that paleo? Whatever it is. It's crazy.
That-
You're never
that-
gonna
yeah.
cook with that.
Paleo is minimalistic.
So, just get the app. App's called, this is a free sponsor. They don't pay me yet. Get My Fitness Pal by Under Armour.
Yep.
It's the only Under Armour stuff I got that works.
Hey, Under Armour, Undie Army, Undie Army. They got
Yeah.
good shit. I love their polos. I love their shorts. For me it fits because I need some stretchy shit.
I know, you're a big guy. You're a big guy. You ever seen Ghostbusters? I think it was the first one.
You compare
But,
me to a Ghostbuster character?
That big marshmallow comes through town.
Chief, give
I
me a
was gonna
good.
say that doesn't-
Give me a good.
I was going to say that doesn't look like you.
Oh. My bad.
Yeah, you're right. You put the words.
I missed the last part. All right, no Marshmallow Man here. Chief, looking lean.
See if you can't see me.
We've been doing cardio. We both have.
Yeah, I've been doing some running.
You love to hear it, Chief. Staying in
Same.
shape, keeping it right, keeping it tight, keeping it huge, keeping it smooth. Smooth. Real. That was smooth.
Mm-hmm.
So smooth.
It's not the most exciting part of life, but it's something you got to do if you want to stay content with how you look, how you feel. You know what I mean?
1,000%.
Pretty quick. I'll tell you, coming from college into the workspace, you sit on your butt a lot. You eat the donuts in the break room, breakfast taco. Put on pounds pretty quick, man.
Chief, well aware.
Watch out for that. All our undergrad listeners, don't get fat.
Yep.
You're not fat
Don't do it.
Don't do it.
Yeah. Just try not to be fat. It's just a kind of courtesy.
Wait, earlier you mentioned travels.
Mm-hmm.
So I went to Dubai.
We talked about Dubai. I do want to talk about Turkey. Because, I personally love Turkey.
The deli meat or the place?
Well, I'm talking about the place. Also love the sandwich meat.
Great sandwich meat.
Good lean bird. But how was Turkey?
Turkey was great. People are nice. Food was good. Great sights to see. Wish I stayed there longer. We were only there for a day. It's my girlfriend and I. Stayed in a hostel. Lovely, quaint little place. We met a German girl.
Good hostel?
Oh, yeah. In her 20s, mid-20s. She was going through Turkey to go to Iran.
Wow.
Iran.
And
like, for me, that's not a place I want to go. And she was so gung-ho about it. She was going to take a boat to get there and everything. Crazy.
I ain't going there.
Not for me. She was a girl going by herself.
It's a war-stricken country.
Yeah. Hot place in the world over there.
Yeah. But it was a good, one-day trip, I guess.
So we went to Dubai, to India, to Istanbul, to Amsterdam, and then back to Houston.
You went all up in there. Asia.
Oh, yeah, we ticked a lot of boxes on that trip, brother.
Those are a lot of boxes that I feel like most don't tick.
I like to try and stay interesting. I think travel is a good way to stay interesting, to advance your perspective. You studied abroad, What was one of the first places you went in Europe?
The first place we went was Prague in the Czech Republic.
Great spot. Beer's cheaper than water there. What a fascinating concept.
Pilsner, the best Czech beer.
Pilsner beer.
And they had the 5-story club.
I thought it was 4 stories. They had another level?
No, they had 5. It's always had 5.
Okay, so there's the basement. That's the ice club.
Okay, maybe.
And they got the entry floor, and then they got like the 80s music. And
it was called the 5-story. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. You remember?
I've been there.
Well, oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Well, great place. And the thing was, Dan and I got there 3 days early. I was with old Dan, Dirty Dan. Daniel Robertson.
No kidding.
Oh yeah. Yeah, we were roommates basically the whole trip. Wow. What a time, honestly. We had a lot of fun. We had a great time.
What a dangerous pair.
Dan, nope. Absolutely not. Not dangerous. Nothing really. We didn't get ourselves into any shit, which I was happy. Other people on the trip got into some shit. But, Dan and I, Well, we had me, Dan, Blair, Roop,
Oh, right.
Colton.
Great guys. When they coming on the podcast?
They're coming. We've been talking about it. I'm trying to decide if I want to do both of them at once or one at a time. I want to do one at a time, though.
You got to give them one at a time. They're more than just twins. You know what I mean?
Oh, 1,000%.
Hey, but we were talking about role models earlier. Blair and Roop, up there. Great guys.
Excellent, man. They're family.
Oh, yeah.
No doubt. They need to get down to Texas, I'll tell you that.
No, we got to get up north, brother. They've been to Texas. We've never been up north.
I know, but I mean, I've been up there.
Without me?
Yeah, Chief, I did.
What the hell?
You were, I don't know what you were doing. I went in 2018.
I wasn't doing anything in 2018. What the hell, man?
I went on a West Coast adventure, Chief. You know,
Let the record show that Peter hung out with my friends, our friends. Didn't even tell me.
Chief, I do it over again. I'd bring you with me, huh?
All right, that works.
There we go.
Vice versa.
Chief, big goal in the big professor list, because I got to say professor when I'm addressing this statement. One of your big goals of the year is you got to keep learning Spanish.
Dude, I got to keep learning Spanish.
How's that going?
Well, it's not going well, man. I got Duolingo, app on the phone, do a little lesson. I used to be so much better at Spanish. And let me tell you how I messed it up.
You used to have the...
Oh, I still got it.
There it is.
I messed it up because one semester in college I took elementary German. And I think like the linguistics department in your brain, whenever it can't find a word in one language, when it knows you're speaking in a different one. I'm speaking Spanish to somebody, and I brain misses the cue on the next word I need, puts the German word in there.
Yep.
And vice versa.
I honestly feel the exact same way. Because I took Latin for 3.5 years.
You speak Latin?
Well, the same shit that happened to you happened to me. I start, Spanish, little this, little that, little Aussie rugby talk. A little Canadian gets mixed in.
Australians, Canadians, they just speak a bunch of weird languages over there.
And it's just a bunch of Texan, which just...
you speak like 4 different languages if you look at it that way.
I speak 2.
What do you got?
American, Texan. 2.
Love that, brother.
Bilingual.
That's on the Duolingo app. Do you want to learn how to speak Texan?
Is it really? No shit.
I'm lying.
That'd be a great representation of our state.
Give me some Texan words that don't necessarily translate into American, for example.
Okay, well, first, you got y'all, which everyone knows y'all.
Right. It's kind of like everybody knows hola.
You got armadillo.
Armadillo. You want to know some facts about armadillos, man?
Oh, yeah.
They're born always in packs of 6. Stuart, am I right on that? Yeah. They can also jump 6 feet straight up in the air.
I don't know about that.
See, you have told me that one before. I'm not
if they get scared, that's how the main predators like coyotes and what other predatory animals. So what these predatory animals can't do is they can't climb trees. So what they do is the armadillo just boing, jumps right into a limb.
They don't jump into trees.
I don't think they go 6 feet. I don't know about that, Chief, because I've seen so.
You don't know what kind of power they're packing in there, man?
If you would have told me last year, would have been like, who knows? But I got a lot of armadillos where I live now.
You don't got armadillos.
Oh yeah, I do, Chief. A lot.
Go grab one.
I probably could. Chief, I got
You
snakes.
couldn't because they jumped 6 feet in the air and you couldn't catch them.
Rocky almost annihilated one and murdered one, and I had to literally sprint and dive to pull Rocky away before he chomped off this little armadillo's head.
Jeez.
And I saw the fear of God in that armadillo's eyes. And it ran fast. I haven't seen one jump.
They'll jump. It's
They're like
different
a roly-poly
genus.
type creature.
It's a different genus. It's the jumping jack flash armadillo. You'll find them in southern Texas. You're more in Dallas, so that just makes sense.
It's a fully different specimen.
Yeah,
Technically.
everything I'm telling you now is factual.
Well, of course. I mean, it's a professor.
You wouldn't have a professor lie to you.
Well, depends on what school you're going to. But at Baylor, it tells you the truth.
Straight and narrow.
Straight, narrow, right down the laneway. Chief, if there's a documentary movie about your life, what would it be titled? Man with the Plan or The Big Idiot, depending on how things go. I love it. Got to remember, ladies and gents, that's the whole title.
It's two separate movies.
No, that's the whole title. That title is timeless.
It's too long of a title. It's never going to make Hollywood.
Oh, yes, it would. With
Indeed.
today's unusual climate. I think they'd like the long title. I think it'd sell.
Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, that was a big movie title.
Wait, Man with a Plan or The Big Idiot?
No, like I'm saying that for a Hollywood movie with a big name, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, that's big.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. It's up there with Casablanca.
That's a pretty short movie title.
I took theater history. That's right, bitch.
Did you really?
Yep.
I've never seen Casablanca. I've heard it's one of the.
It's one of the best movies of all time.
Stuart says, my buddy over here. Oh, let me tell you a little gripe about Stuart.
Stu, the media guy?
I want to make sure that this makes the podcast. When Stuart was on, yes, I'm about Houston. He was like, "Oh, it's great. I'm living with my best friend Chris. He and I are roommates, and then my landlord."
Yep.
Man,
Yep.
you notice the difference in titles?
Yep.
No longer a friend, not even a best friend.
You were still best friend.
I'm reduced to the guy he pays rent.
Well, we started.
It's the guy he owes the utilities to.
And that's not true.
It's not that I haven't lived with him for
Was he late?
going on 4 years
Is
now.
he paying his shit right now? All right, then he's a friend.
That's private conversation,
Not true.
Unbelievable.
We love Big Stu, big polar bear.
Yeah, we love Big Stu. I don't know if he loves me back though. Hurts.
Not true.
Anyway,
If
hey, I want to pull up another tidbit from your past podcast.
Oh, sure. I'm glad we have a Hamm Planet Podcast historian.
Oh yeah, I pay attention to these kind of things. Dr. Walt, we call him Squirt. His friends know him as Squirt.
Squirt? Yeah. Oh, yeah.
He's reading
Dr. Squirt.
Dr. Squirt. He's reading a couple of my favorite books. 1984, George Orwell, great book. Dystopian society. The government's watching you. Your every step. They know everything about you. That's kind of what we're doing here, man.
He's reading that right now, or he was reading that
He mentioned he was reading it. These
during
iPhones
the podcast or now?
during the podcast.
Oh, okay, yeah.
There's only a couple episodes ago. He's probably still reading.
Yeah.
These iPhones, they know everything.
Oh, absolutely.
And something that is fascinating to me is people are complacent about knowing that the iPhone is listening at all times. Like, I'll give you a story. So I broke my arm.
Yep.
Broke my forearm. It's in a cast. And, my fingers are all bunched up. And I need to clean in between my fingers because stuff accumulates under there. And it's in a cast, right?
Oh yeah.
And, you know, at the time I'm a senior in college.
Yep.
I have no use for these items. They're baby wipes. I said to myself, I need some baby wipes to get into these fingers. Never have I mentioned baby wipes in my years of college. And not a minute later, I go on Instagram, and what do I get an ad for, Peter?
Baby wipes.
Baby wipes. There's no way a company could scientifically market baby wipes to me, a college senior, if they weren't listening. And people are right with it.
Chief.
They make memes about it.
Well, Chief, this is the thing. I mean, one, that's true. Two, you know, I decided this a long time ago because I feel, and know that exactly what you're talking about is very true. But my approach to it, my view of it is there's got to be a lot of, well, my view is that there's a lot of opportunity within it because a lot of, 99% of data that's collected now is all cloud-based data, which cloud-based data can be used for, just about every sort of tracking.
Can't they put anything in the cloud?
Yeah, it can be used for essentially any sort of tracking. And for me, as a marketing guy, as an advertising guy, that data is like, okay, all right.
I'm sure it's a gold mine.
This has been zip code. Okay, he's searching for Houston Rockets old school gear. I can target those type of people.
Oh yeah. No, I get it. It's a great resource. But I think it's fascinating how people are cool with it. And another thing that's interesting is that I'm not quite sure how they do this, but I got a picture of myself as a gift from my little brother. It's from this website that it puts your face on like a historical figure.
A painting, like a.
It looks like a painting, but like you're in Napoleon.
Type
dress or whatever.
Yeah, I've seen that.
Great photo. And
the war old school shit.
Yeah, exactly. It got shipped to this house, and then Stuart and Chris, my roommates, got ads for it for the same website.
Yeah. Yep.
So some company that I did not order from was ordered for me.
Where does your brother live?
Arrived at my house. Where's my what?
Where's your brother live? Or did your brother ship it to you?
My brother ordered it online and shipped it to my home address.
Yeah. So this is how they got it. And this is why it went to Stu. So the company was most likely running an advertisement in Houston, or maybe it was interest
through social media, because that's how I bet he found it.
Maybe it was interest based. Yeah, through social media.
Okay.
And your brother then placed the order, puts a shipping destination for ship to you.
Mm-hmm.
So the company, they receive that data. They notice, okay, Ben Neukomm ordered, lives in this area code. Let's target people similar to Ben. And you have the ability to do that. And so what they do is they say, okay, Ben and Stu and Chris, they're friends. Oh, they live in the same, it looks like their location frequently checks in at the same zip code. So we should also advertise to them because they're in our target market.
Huh.
So the crazy thing is that instead of like some very intense marketing guy having to like dial in all these numbers, there's, AI essentially that continuously tracks this, and it's all part of your agreement when you use these devices. When you use it,
I think that's incredible.
when you use Google Chrome. It's allowing permissions unless you go in the back end and shut a bunch of shit off. So, I mean, yeah, but it's kind of like a scary thing, but at the same time, in my opinion, as far as I know, it's used for marketing and sales purposes, which is kind of insane, but they're doing a lot of...
Right, but it could be used for other purposes.
Oh, yeah.
Perhaps even nefarious purposes.
Yeah. Like, if someone does a horrible crime nowadays, you're screwed.
I hope so.
There's no way. Right. But, back in the 1800s, old Slick Rick could walk into a Texas saloon with 2 pistols, 2 Colt 45s.
With his 6 shooters and 45s on the belt.
Yep. Yeah, he could walk in there and say,
bada bing, bada boom.
Who took my old lady out last night? And the next thing you know, he pops up the whole place, hops on his horse, he's out of there. No big deal. Well, hello again there, ladies and gents. You guessed it. It's your guy, your good friend, Commercial Break Beater, checking on in yet again, hoping you're loving the podcast and hoping you're loving Slick Rick. Slick Rick lived back in a time era where things were a little bit more simpler. There was no iPhones. There was no McDonald's. It was just you, the Wild West, your 6-shooter, and your horse. Gotta miss it sometimes. Anyways, though, I'm sure you're missing the podcast. So, Ben, Peter, take it away. All righty, Big Chief.
Lay it on me, Hamm Planet.
We're laying it down, and we ain't ever got a frown. Yeah, that rhymes, but hey, I ain't got time. Oh, shit, did it again. That's all I got. Okay.
You freestyle?
Wow. I don't know what I was doing. A little poetry.
That was off the Heezy?
Off the Heezy, lemon squeezy. I ain't a rapper. All right, Big Chief. We are to one of the most legendary, cherished, sacred, historical parts of the Hamm Planet podcast. It is the good old would you rather questions.
Oh, boy.
First question before we start the warm-up questions.
Yeah.
Are you fired up? Yes or no?
Yes.
Are you understanding of the fact that anything outside of the question is up for interpretation?
Understood.
And I'll let you know that I'll be answering as well, Ferda.
I'd do just about anything for the boys.
You gotta love to hear it.
Love that.
Did you catch that, ladies and gents? Ben just said a beautiful phrase. Quote unquote, I would do just about anything for the boys. Mr. Benjamin Neukomm. Ladies and gents, ask yourself that question. Would you do just about anything for the boys? And if the answer is no, find the Ben Neukomm within you. Back to the show, ladies and gents. Thanks for hanging with us. Would you rather have a Lamborghini in your garage or bookcase with 9,000 books made of gold?
9,000 books made of gold.
Or not made with gold, gilded with gold.
Go ahead and define gilded for me.
Rick,
can we get
Rick, come on. Rick's asleep.
Rick, wake. Get up, Rick.
Gilded. Covered thinly with gold leaf or gold paint.
Okay.
You don't know you don't know gilded? You know gilded.
I want to make sure we're on the same page. 9,000 books. gilded with gold.
Correct.
Or a Lamborghini in the garage.
Yep.
Is it my choice of Lamborghini? You know, they started making tractors. I don't want a Lamborghini tractor in the garage.
They making tractors?
No, they started making tractors.
No shit. I
Yeah.
know they made the crossover, but which is pretty sick.
You can't call it a crossover. Honda's a crossover. Lamborghini doesn't make a crossover.
Okay,
An
what is
SUV.
an SUV?
A sport utility vehicle.
Okay, I'll call it.
It's not a crossover.
It is a crossover.
It's not a grocery getter.
Yeah,
It's not take your dog to the park.
Yeah, it ain't. You ain't putting oranges in the back.
Okay, well, I'll tell you this. My grandmother had a rule
Yep.
that to sell or destroy a book is a terrible sin. Can't do it.
Wow.
It's not how it's supposed to be made.
Hell yeah.
What I would initially do is,
I like
9,000 books made out of gold. That's a lot of gold.
Yeah.
But you can't touch the books, so you got to take the Lamborghini. Bada bing.
Yeah. I'm absolutely taking the Lambo, but I think the gilded books. I don't know. It'd be nice.
I don't know what I'd do with 9,000 books.
Probably good for me.
I don't have enough time to read all that. I don't think anyone has enough time to read 9,000 books.
Chief, we got as much time as we want. It just depends what we're doing with it.
Oh, I can't do anything else but read books. That's insane. Might as well put me in the solitary confinement again.
Wait, 9,000? So if you read a book a day? Oh, shit, yeah. Nope. Give me the guinea.
Give me the guinea. Give me the guinea, he says.
Give me
That's
the
a quote.
guinea.
That's a quotable.
Guinea me up. Up, up, up,
So
up, up, up.
If you read a book a day,
Oh, yeah, that's taking a long time.
it's 24.6 years to read that many books. That's a book a day. You gotta be quick with those eyeballs, brother.
A book takes me about a month.
I mean, you read big books without the pictures, right?
No, just the picture ones. So I like those. Tell a good story,
Hungry Caterpillar, that kind of thing.
I like Hungry Hippos.
Thomas the Tank Engine. Hungry Hippos is not a book.
I like Puff the Magic Dragon, Chief. Or Three Little Pigs.
Three Little Pigs, great book. Don't think I've read the Puff the Magic Dragon.
Oh,
There's
you
a song,
got
Puff the
it.
Magic Dragon.
Yeah, I mean, it's based off the song.
Oh, okay. Not
Puff the
that
Magic Dragon, Live by the Sea.
Yeah, that one.
Peter, Paul, and Mary. Shout out, Peter. Good guy. That guy knows his way around the
Respect,
microphone
Peter.
and a couple instruments.
You shouting yourself out right now?
No. I'm talking about Peter, Paul, and Mary, the band.
Oh, yeah.
All right, Professor.
Tell me more.
Tell me this.
Give me another one.
Would you rather be a millionaire by winning the lottery
Uh-huh.
or by working 100 hours a week for the next 5 years?
I'll win the lottery. Why would I waste that much time when I could just get it like that?
That's what I'm saying. What, you gonna be on a shiny horse of hard work if you
Is it $1 million after tax or before tax?
you probably will. It doesn't say anything about tax.
Oh, these aren't your questions? Oh, Rick made them.
No. Chief, they're my questions. They're
Rick questions.
that's outside of the interpretation.
Okay.
Remember the laws? We got to remember the laws.
I remember the rules. I got the rules.
You heard the man, ladies and gents. He said he's got the rules down. But what will happen with these next insane would you rathers? Also, if you're enjoying these would you rather questions, I would absolutely love for you to give me your response to these would you rathers. Put them in the comments. message them, text me, email me, do what you got to do. But I would love to hear your responses, and I always read everyone's comments and messages following the podcast. So give me a shout. Don't be shy. Back to the show.
Thanks, Chief.
Would you rather be chronically underdressed for the rest of your life or chronically overdressed for the rest of your life? So I guess that's like a suit everywhere you go. Fucking rugby game, suit.
Nobody likes to be underdressed.
I hate being under. Oh God.
Because
like
you can't
horrible.
make an excuse for underdressed. Like you show up to a ballroom dance and you're wearing basketball shorts and a t-shirt. You can't just say, "Oh, it's just at the gym." But if I'm wearing a suit to lunch with the boys, they'd be like, "Oh, I was doing something important because I'm important. So I wear suits. And I'm important."
Lunch for the boys is the easy one. What about like, a workout?
I don't think like overdressed doesn't mean you have to wear like a suit to a workout, but maybe I'm wearing like a polo and shorts. I just work at home.
Popping out curls with the suit. That'd be actually pretty gangster.
Yeah, I ripped my suit.
Big Chief, would you rather swim in a pool full of Nutella or a pool full of maple syrup?
I don't know if Nutella's got the consistency for swimming.
Yeah. Well,
I feel like
no, it doesn't.
I feel like
they're both rough. They're thick.
I think I choose maple syrup. It's a little more viscous.
Yep.
I feel like Nutella is more like a quicksand. I don't know how you get out of Nutella, man.
If you jump into the deep end of Nutella pool,
You're gone.
you're done so. You're done so.
Maple syrup you can get out of.
Have you ever slammed your hand into a Nutella can?
No, I haven't.
It goes to the bottom.
I know you have, but I have not.
You've done it with peanut butter. That's right. I'm getting it confused, Chief. The big professor, big peanut butter guy. Chief, would you rather have a personal maid or a personal chef?
I've been kind of an eat to consume guy recently. I'm not cooking croque madame or lobster tail, shrimp scampi, whatever. Just kind of rice, turkey, beef.
No
So
scampi? You're off the scampi?
I'm off the scamp, brother. I think the chef's talents would be wasted.
Yeah.
But I'd hate to have a maid picking up after me. I mean, that's just why can't I get my own stuff together?
Well, Chief, if there comes to a moment in your life where your time is more valuably spent working on other things.
Good. But like, I'm only 23 years old. I'm not doing anything that important. I do think my time is pretty valuable, but I still got time to pick up my clothes.
Oh, yeah, same.
Oh, yeah.
But a maid would be nice. But I would rather take the chef.
I think a maid in that way would be pretty neat.
Is the maid a massage therapist or what?
I think that's might be a little different.
Huh.
Might be a little different.
Yeah, that's a different type. Yeah. Chief, would you rather? Chief, we got the big final question of the evening.
Okay, that's the final question. I'm ready.
Would you rather, Big Chief, would you rather lose your sight for the rest of your life or lose your memory?
All of my memories?
I guess.
Do I get to create new memories?
Chief, I don't know.
I like seeing stuff.
No, I think you do. I would think so. If you lose
It
all
was
your
from
memory
us.
now.
Everything past this moment right now is vamoosh.
Huh.
That's tough, man. I got some good memories,
Yeah.
but I'm young.
I'd go
I
blind
don't-
guy
Would you?
because I'm
See, I don't remember.
counting that there's going to be
I
blind
don't.
vision technology here pretty soon.
That's a big bet, brother.
There's a lot of companies that are working on it. A lot.
But I know.
It's going to happen by the time.
Would I still retain all my basic motor and mental functions? Could I still speak English?
think-
Sit.
I think so. You just can't. Yeah, I don't think you. That's called
I'm-
going.
Am I just
That
gonna
doesn't
go-
happen unless you can't. If you can't see and you can't hear, then that's when you go. There's a word for it. It's technically that's what dumb is. Like now, it's used as an offensive phrase, but it used to mean that person cannot see and that person cannot hear. They're dumb. Which
That's
now
true.
it's like, this guy's dumb, fucking idiot. But yeah, no, that's originally what it meant. The little Hamm Planet history lesson for you folks.
Learn something there, brother.
I'm going blind. What are you going?
I'm gonna go memory.
You losing the memory?
Yeah.
Fair enough, Chief.
We
We'd help.
still got at least 50 years ahead of us.
We'd have to team up so you could tell me all the shit that's happening.
You tell me the stuff I forgot, and I'll tell you what's happening right now.
Oh, that's what I meant. Yes.
I could even tell you that the Cowboys would win a football game, and you wouldn't even know.
Chief. I'm still not over last Sunday.
I'm just.
I'm happy. You know what? I'm happy with, Zeke.
What happened with Zeke?
Well, Zeke the Freak, he played like a manimal. He played lights out. Mid-season form already in week 1.
I wasn't paying attention.
Dak played good. We got screwed over by a penalty. But way she goes.
Always something with you guys.
Chief. What a round of Would You Rathers, quite frankly. We went for the most questions that I've ever went with a guest on the podcast, executed them efficiently, and had very, intelligent hoo-ha.
It's great to be quick with decisions, especially if it's if or it's that.
You got to be decisive.
You got to take the fork in the road.
Love a big fork. Love a big steak. And now that we're talking about steak, I think, it might be time for us to tippeth thine cap and give our salute to the fabulous men and women that protect our country. Love them to death.
What the hell was that?
You know what? That was in honor of brother BJ. Been
Can
feeling
we do that
patriot.
again?
Been feeling
Can we do that
patriotic.
again, man?
What do you want to do? All right. We're doing it again, ladies and gents. We're firing
We're
away.
not doing it again. This is the first time.
First time coming in hot. Coming in hot. Hayata, senor.
What are you talking about?
We got a hell of a night in the books. Inks in history. John Hancock, Christopher Columbus, Napoleon, Machiavelli. These guys were dipping a pen into some ink, which was very hard to get back then, and writing it upon lambskin. We luckily have the privilege and honor and futuristic innovations of Zoom technology. Hell of a stock, by the way. Might be too late to get in, but probably not. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining myself and the one and only professor tonight. We're getting that nighttime feeling, getting a little sleepy.
You don't have to tell them we're going to sleep. We could be recording at midday.
That's right. We ain't sleepy. Hustlers don't sleep.
It's midday.
It's midday. Hustlers don't sleep. They nap. And we're hustling. And Big Ben, it was an honor tonight, brother. One for the books.
It was an absolute pleasure to be here. I've enjoyed your scintillating conversation. I think all the guests you've had on, you've exploited how interesting and provocative they can be with their mental aspects and their background. And I think you make a great podcast. I think people are drawn to you, and I think if people give it a listen, they'll love this podcast too. I hope everybody that listens share this with their friends, family, coworkers, colleagues, strangers.
There you go.
Whomever.
Rick?
I think everybody should give the Hamm Planet Podcast a listen.
See if you're too kind, and 1,000% agree. Ladies and gents, if you can smash the good old share button and hit the notification bell if you're on YouTube, that is one of the most beneficial things to the podcast, to the channel. And if you love Big Chief, if you love the Big Professor, and if you kind of like me, you don't have to really like me, but you got to love the Big Professor. And if you love me too, great. I love you too. Then you do that. You smash the bell. And just like old colonial America smashed the Liberty Bell, we're going to do the same. And what a night. What a week. What a day. As I always say, ladies and gents, please remember that you can never overdose on the good vibes. Salute and sweet dreams.